College, a long time ago, decided that they wanted to create an education program. It started off as a post-baccalaureate, which was seen as sort of a fifth year for the four-year BFA degree. And we found right away that we had a different kind of caliber of students than an education program that's part of a BFA program, because we were finding people coming to our program who had gone off and done other things as working artists and said, what can I do to make my life whole, and had a calling to come back and be a teacher.
I have a BFA in illustration from Syracuse University. And when I came into the program, I was out of school. I had graduated about 11 years prior.
So in the 7 years that we've developed this program, what we've done is we've consistently ratcheted up the rigor of the program to meet the demands of the exceptional students that we're drawing now.
It's intense, but that's not a bad thing. I think that it's really something that kind of pushes you to grow. The coursework is challenging, but it's also very stimulating. And I think that it's brought me to do things that I wouldn't necessarily think that I was capable of doing before.
I feel like the size of the class was really great. I really got to know my classmates. We were all artists, so we can really rely on each other. We can help each other with different mediums that we may not be super familiar with, help each other write lesson plans, share ideas. So I think the really small community is what I love about MECA.
Our students get to have hands-on experiences with students at Space Gallery, at the PMA. We have a lab school arrangement with Breakwater School, an innovative school in Portland. At the ICA, our students gain entrance to these kinds of institutions, whereas in bigger cities, it might take you years to establish those relationships.
Well, the fieldwork is really interesting because I think it kind of lays groundwork for when you get to the student teaching. The fieldwork usually happens in the fall, and your student teaching happens in the spring. So alongside your coursework, where you're getting to read some really great current articles on what's going on in the field of education, and you're learning about cognition and how students learn, you're also getting to go and apply that.
We're constantly going in this wonderful circle of gaining knowledge and applying it, gaining knowledge and applying it. And that's another thing that's really unique about our program, where in lots of ed programs, you might be in a classroom for the whole first year, and by the time you go in and actually work with kids, it's knowledge that you've gained a year ago, and you have to sort of remind yourself how this works. But what we do is we have a real rhythm of acquiring knowledge and applying it. So the whole first half of the program is learning something and applying it, learning something and applying it.
This year has been highly transformative. The fieldwork experience that we get to do and the student teaching placements really have been very rich in experience.
And our teachers are not just art teachers. They're teachers who are able to sit at the table and talk about education in a really holistic view. And be part of the conversation about what is education and how are the arts integrated in education.
I've learned so much, really had a lot of great experience. I feel like I've grown so much as a person in this program. I feel like I've just learned so much. I can't say that enough.
It's just really amazing the way that our program has had this outreach into not just this little circle, but these concentric circles in Maine, where our influence is really there. Our cooperating teachers and principals in schools say is, you're putting out a different kind of student.